Hello, welcome to Game Rating Review Vlog. My name is Jean-marc and the NX has finally been revealed to be the Nintendo Switch, and I'm so excited. Well, guess I don't need this anymore. So, I got to work, checked my Facebook because I'm bored right at the beginning of work, and I see that Nick Guidry had left to me, shout out to Nick, left to me a Facebook message saying, oh hey, by the way, they're going to be showing off the NX today. And I was like, what? So I stopped whatever non-work I was doing, looked on my phone, looked for the NX or whatever, it just said Nintendo reveal. I looked, found it, saw this weird emblem, didn't care what it was, pressed play, and I watched it, and I freaked out. Okay, I watched it and I was like freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is what we've been waiting for. All the hype, all the videos, everything. This is it. And I was impressed. I was very excited. I came home immediately after work, started watching it again over and over again. And I was just so excited. It blew me away. That first reveal in the trailer where they're playing on this controller looking thing, and then whoop, off that controller, whoop, onto the iPad looking thing, and then whoop, it got your pad there. And then the TV turns off, just the pad there. It blew my mind, and it was basically what everyone's been predicting. I don't want people to forget that. What everyone's been predicting was that these breakaway controller pads that go onto this iPad looking thing. So that was very accurate. I was very surprised. I was hoping Nintendo would do something out of left field, but they're not good at hiding links, apparently. I was just very excited. And when I'm watching the trailer, first, of course, they're going to open with Zelda. Of course they're going to open with Zelda. And then they go from there and they show different features. My favorite part is, one of my favorite parts is whenever they showed the people in the circle playing the same game. I thought there's so much potential there. If I'm going to a friend's house to play video games and all I have to do is bring my pad with me, I don't have to bring the whole thing. Oh, I was so excited. And the thing that made me scream watching it is that 2-second clip of that Mario game, whatever that is. Mario just running and you see the bullet bill. I was like, oh, I didn't know I missed a single player Mario game this much. I had no idea that I had been missing it. Do you realize the Wii U didn't really have one? We had Mario 3D World, and that was the closest we came. The last one we had is Mario Galaxy. So I am actually extremely excited. And Nick messaged me later. He said, I was going to buy Zelda on the Wii U, but I don't think I will anymore. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I will either, unless I'm trying to be a completionist with a Wii U collection. The second time I watched it is whenever I noticed that you actually put cartridges in it. And they showed the cartridges are about this big. I didn't notice that the first time because I was just freaking out for some reason. And yeah, it's actually cartridge based, and I'm okay with that. It's not backwards compatible anymore, which some people might be sad about, but I'm okay with it. I think it'll be the first time that Nintendo hasn't been backwards compatible, but we'll see. I mean, we don't know what its potential is yet. So, yeah. A lot of people are saying it's not a gimmick, because every time Nintendo does something like they did the Wii, everyone thought the Wii was going to be a gimmick, and then ended up being revolutionary. And they even called it the Revolution. And I think the Switch, I actually prefer the term NX more than Switch. At least it's the name that we can say and isn't weird like the Wii or Wii U. So I'm very excited about that. My brother David and my friend Tyler, I was talking to them, talking about how they were worried about battery life. And that shattered a little bit of my hype. Oh, okay. Well, let me come down to earth and realize that this might not be the immaculate awesome gaming system that I've always wanted. You're right, there may be battery problems. It looks very skinny, and maybe the controllers will have batteries in it, but I doubt it. And they're right, maybe battery life won't be too much. I mean, the Wii U's console, the pad didn't last very long. We'll see how that works, and hopefully it's not a problem. But in pretty much every device, handheld device, battery is a problem. Talking about handheld devices, I guess there will be no 4DS or new next handheld console from Nintendo, I guess this is their new handheld. I guess I'll finally be coming into the world of handheld consoles. It will be exciting to play Fire Emblem. It'll be exciting to play Animal Crossing. Like all these games that have been on handhelds will now be on the NX, and I'm excited about that. Then Nick's messaged me again, and he's like, I wonder how much it's going to cost. And yet again, another shattering of my expectations of like, okay, maybe this isn't going to be great. And he was like, it's probably going to be in between $299 and $399. And I agree with that. That seems like a reasonable cost thing. And Nintendo likes their consoles to be less than the other consoles. So they might shoot for $299, but it might end up being a $399 system. Because it looks like a lot of stuff there. I didn't even think about the price. I was like, I just want to buy it. But I'm kind of in this quandary where I'm like, but I want PlayStation VR, but then I have this Nintendo console. One other thing, they showed Skyrim on a Nintendo console. I never in my life thought I'd ever see any Elder Scroll game or any game by Bethesda on a Nintendo console. So I guess it's powerful enough. Maybe it'll have load screens that are longer. That's the only way I can think that they would have that. Also, the home unit was way smaller than I thought it would be. It looks like a Wii U console just cut in the middle. And I thought that thing would be way bigger so that maybe you would get more graphical fidelity off your TV, but not as much on the actual pad itself. So that was actually a little bit surprising for me. Now that I'm on this downward trend of thinking of things that kind of shattered my expectations, there's a lot of movable parts on this system. There's the controllers, there's the pad, you gotta take it out the thing, and then it has to sync up with your TV and sync up with the thing, and then we want to sync up with the actual, console that's sitting there, and then you gotta sync up with your friends, and I'm like, there's a lot of moving parts to this system. A lot. And to me, that could potentially lead to problems, to them trying to balance out, like I can't sync to this or I can't do this. And Nintendo makes really, really good hardware, and I'm sure that they've tested it to the nth degree. I mean, they've pushed it out so far, and I hope they worked in any little kinks that might have happened with that. But, imagine if you own one and you lose one of your controllers. I mean, sucks. But the good thing is you can use a Pro Controller, and I actually kind of like the way the new Pro Controllers look. And it kind of sucks that you won't be able to play with the Wii U Pro Controllers. And I'm glad I've actually never invested in a Pro Controller, but I think I will now because I will play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on a Pro Controller. So, and I'll see. I can't wait to buy one, test it out, see what it's like. Hopefully all my fears are, they're pointless. But also, they showed the controllers. They showed people using one and one's using the other side of the controllers, and they were like, this is fun. Looking at the small screen trying to play this game, I was like, that's a little ridiculous. I don't think it's going to work as well as everyone thinks or be this. And, I like that they're trying to draw community with people like scrunching together, but the controller is very small. I wish it was a little bit longer, but I know they want the people's fingers to go from one place to another. And with the Wii U, some people complained that the stuff on the controller was a little too far apart. But turning it sideways and playing it, I don't know how comfortable that's going to be, but it looks good. If you like what you hear, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching Game Rating Review. And if you've made it this far, stick around to the end where you get to see outtakes of me trying to put a Wii U in a trash can. And remember that this was only my opinion. Oh, you can see my hands.